Welcome to our first Elsa Bloodstone deck highlight video. This card's been out for less than a day, so it's definitely too early for any hot takes on power level predictions, but I'm having a ton of fun with her, and today's video is going to show how flexible and powerful she is inside of this mover shell that I talked about highlighting in my top Elsa deck ideas. Base idea here is we've got cards like Nightcrawler and Jeff the Baby Land Shark and Vision that can be deployed as the fourth card to a location, get the +3 from that Elsa buff, then they can scurry off somewhere else onto the board, either powering up a Graven or just ending up in a hard to reach location where they can do the most damage. The rest of this deck is things like Angela and Kitty Pryde that synergize well together while also working with Bloodstone cleanly, and then other 2 energy and other cheap tech cards like Luke Cage to protect our growing threats from Shadow King and armor to protect them from Shang-Chi. You'll note at the bottom end of my curve, I got a couple of additional 1-drops here in Agent 13 and Snowguard. Something that feels like it's really important with Elsa Bloodstone is playing cards out on curve, meaning in a perfect world, we go 1 energy play on turn 1, 2 energy play on turn 2, 2 energy plus additional 1 energy play on turn 3, trigger Elsa Bloodstone for the first time on turn 3, and then every other turn for the rest of the game, getting lots of stats from this 2-drop. You'll note that in a couple of the games of this highlight, I'm playing Mirage in the Agent 13 slot. I think I prefer Agent 13 or potentially some other 1 energy play to make those aggressive curves happen more consistently, but I'd love to hear from you all at home what you think should be included in this slot. As always, if you enjoy this deck and my play with it, snap that like button. For the rest of the day though, have fun. I want to do this. Armor my Angela path plus Luke Cage somewhere else just insulates us against so many things. Okay, so their kitty is 9. So their kitty is 9, and if they play it, they go to 12, which means this is at 18 here for them. That does also mean I can just do this, right? Just be big here and here. I think I can afford to play for all 3, which means we are dead to a Shang. Dazzler. That one is not nearly enough. Even if they, no matter where they put their bigger thing. Victory. One drop here. I wonder if there's a good chance this deck wants an additional 1-drop, I think. Snowguard's a nice pickup. Definitely Angela into the Mojo world here. Just gonna armor. I don't think I want a Snowguard yet because it'll cut us off of a draw next turn. Well then. See you as you will, I suppose. Snap back. Very good spot here. Elsa's gonna be solidly into the double digits for us. It's probably important that I play Mobius out next turn. What if I go... If we get waved here, we're gonna be in trouble, obviously. I do this, and this triggers us on both sides. There's 2 more Elsa triggers here too. Oh, this could be Professor X mid. They are a running deck. Okay. go Craven, Nightcrawler, Titania. I guess I could put the Kitty Pride here, which puts me to 13, and then I could put Luke Cage over here and hedge this a little bit. Seems like it could go either way. We play only one card here into Mojo World and get us good. I have to play 2 there. Sweet. And they bailed on Vesuvius, so we read that right as well. Yeah, and we have Luke Cage, which means the Shadow King doesn't touch us. I think Luke Cage is going to be a really important card inside of these Elsa Bloodstone decks. Like in addition to Elsa, it like also protects Angela. And your Kitty Pride and your Craven, he just is so good against this powerful tech card. It's lovely. Getting a freebie here for our Elsa is great. Yes. I guess there could be incentive to play Elsa Bloodstone here because if this is a location that's hostile to Elsa, I don't have a place to play her out. Looks like the Cheerios deck for them. Solid location for them to start, except they got one of their zeros back out again. Yeah, it's rude for us. Get our snap on here.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
I think ideally I want to hold my my hawk for next turn to turn off the quantum realm before they potentially get go find their zeros and put them into the quantum tunnel. And obviously our Elsa is just like popping way bigger than theirs. We triggered ours twice now and they're on 0 at the moment. And we have priority here conveniently, so I think it's just the hawk. So I don't want to lose. Like if they Jane here, and if I vision here, I would lose priority going into next turn, and then I wouldn't be able to stop their quantum tunnel triggers. Just nip that in the bud here. Yeah, they even turned the Mysterio into it this turn. Just keeps them a Mysterio here. Yeah, feels like we were a solid win there. Snowguard is such good utility even after her change to 3 costs. Okay, start for us here. We have Elsa obviously, but we don't currently have great ways to enable her. So there's no reason to play the Snowguard early, because next turn will go Elsa, Snowguard, Kitty Pride in the middle. I like the idea of making the curler big.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
This actually. I think their deck has a hard time playing for the negative zone. It is Jane Foster, I assume. They have 6 cards in their hand. If they have Mysterio and they don't put the real Mysterio here, we could win that. It feels like they're likely to do that. 11 could have a decent shot to claim the Monster Metropolis if their Hit Monkey doesn't go there. A little bit of a gamble. But I have other stuff going on. It feels like he gets in the way. He's also felt okay. It's just like a 5 energy thing to play with Kitty on the last turn, but there's other cards that could fill that role better, perhaps. Alright, is the Hit Monkey middle, or is it right? Alright, they're playing hard for the right.
To me.
To the middle. They did play the real Mysterio on the left. So we needed to vision here. Nightcrawler going here on 1. Mobius can join him. Probably Craven mid. Be able to play Vision into the Stark Tower. Still guard there tentatively, just in case. I don't really want to lock myself into her stats anywhere else, I don't think.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Okay, so they're likely playing the Cheerios deck then. It's a fine Elsa deck. But I have to figure out, do I have the stats to win the left side? This also could be an angle where I end up sliding Vision left and only moving Nightcrawler middle because they might avoid playing for the Isle of Silence. They play 2 cards, so they're not...
All systems go.
Kitty Pride is 10, which is a ton. Is this enough? Might be. We'll see. They could play Curveball and play for the Isle of Silence, but I think with the Craven there, it's less appealing for them to do that. So I want to put the Vision into the hub and play for that location. Meaning they don't want to play for it. Means hopefully 11 is good enough. Probably the real Mysterio here is the problem, so I assume we're dead. It's not! Oh my gosh. 100%. Got him. Victory. I think I vibe on this for now. We'll see where we end up at. Snap. I think Guardian's pretty good.
Opponent snapped.
They're snapping me back, but I have Snow Guard to get more into the Space Throne, so I think I'm staying. Alright, so they have Kitty but no Elsa. We're hoping to draw Kitty next turn, so I can go Snow Guard Hawk into Kitty Pride. Just like this into this now. Bishop potentially tying my Elsa boosted Jeff. I think I'm staying, which I think is likely. Oh, do they think they had priority? Or they think we had priority? They might have. Take those on our way back to Infinite. I guess ideally we would have had a non-Kitty 1-drop on 1. We'll just start triggering her on the 4th turn of the game. Elsa is noteworthy, not an ongoing, so we could play her to the center. And honestly, I might. Although I might want to Luke Cage the Angela path to fill it up, so probably not. There's a chance Westview ends up being a detrimental location, but we know we don't want to play Luke here. Go ahead and snap here before the Bloodstone flips up. Multiple man into the Forge path, so probably move, or probably a move deck and not a what's that called deck? A Phoenix Force deck. Play Mobius out just in case here. And then next turn, actually, I can go Kitty Pride into Cage Armor if I wanted. But do I want is the question. Might be better to just get Vision down with 11 stats, or I can do the Jeff draw is really good because it means I can trigger this and get this over here and still be flexible. Yeah, that's the line for sure. Full disclosure, I think I'm going to include this game because it was a good showing of the raw amount of stats Elsa can put onto the table for us, but this is a computer AI that we are playing against. It's a play left bot, we often call it, because it just like hard fills its left location here. Not particularly exciting, but you know, it gets us some cubes here as we climb back up.
Victory.
Elsa would have gotten a total of 5 triggers that game in our linear draw, getting us a total of 17 points worth of stats out of our 2 drops, solidly above rate. That's all. Snap the like button if you'd be so kind, and check back in again tomorrow for another highlight.